Howdy folks, and welcome back to Fate Extra. Today we will be continuing round 5, day 2. If you remember last time, Saber got punched really hard and we gotta prevent her organs from collapsing or something. So we will head to the arena to do that. The arena entrance, first floor. Master, I am correct in assuming that you are going to the arena. Very well, I will be going too. My duty is to cross swords with the enemy. Your responsibilities, of course, lie elsewhere. I was planning on entering the arena alone, but Saber would have noticed immediately. It's obvious that my servant is in no condition to fight effectively, if at all. However, I have no choice but to have them join me. The fact is that if I entered the arena alone, I wouldn't last a minute. The 5th round has arrived and Saber said that they would fight, injuries and all. Knowing the consequences of my actions, I asked that he fight alongside me anyway. Of course, you probably expected nothing less from one you fought alongside with. I understand, Master. Now, let us go, and do not worry, I will not fall to mere Tyrones. 5th Chimeric Lunar Sea. It is in this obsidian darkness that illumination will come. Looks like you got into the arena. Okay, I'll instruct you on what I want you to do, so listen carefully. Like I said earlier, find the weak points in the arena's firewall instead of a bypass circuit. I'll guide you along, so please listen to my transmissions. Yeah, go ahead. That, and when I connect myself to the Holy Grail with the bypass circuit, I'll link with you. It's inadvertent, so it's not like I'm trying to peep at your files or anything. Whatever Rin needs to do, she has my permission. If I want to carry out Rin's plan, I'll need to avoid contact with the enemy. Oh, she's talking. There are 6 suitable hacking points. Marked the locations. Whoa. Secret tunnel. No! Well, new shield enemy, and Saber's organs falling out on the floor. Punishment. So yeah, I believe Saber's stats are greatly reduced while we're in this state. Ooh, yeah, we're taking lots of damage. And we're doing less than half of what we did before. Well, I think I have an idea of what these guys are doing. We'll see how it works out. Nope, not at all. Let's just hope we survive this turn. Even surviving the turn might be difficult. Oh, let's just use the old titles and get this over with. There we go. Heal. Heal. And while we're here, we can use the new thing we got, Move Speed. We are fast now. The Seraph's protective barriers are tough to penetrate. Well, seems like we skipped over the other 4 and found the correct one right away. Okay, you've reached a good spot for hacking. The portable terminal has caught a signal. Give me a moment and I'll analyze it in more detail if it's a suitable location for a bypass circuit. It's all you, Rin. She responds quickly. Okay, it checks out. Right there. That's the best place to establish a bypass circuit. Alright, I'll create a channel between myself and the Holy Grail that maintains the arena. She whispers something. I'll transfer the hacking code from my terminal. I won't know for sure until I try it out, but it seems the bypass circuit is up and running. You're done. You can return whenever you finish your other stuff. We'll continue this at the school. Ah. No sooner have I replied in acknowledgement than an aura of death sends chills through my body. I whirl around to see. I think your victory declaration may have been premature. Julius, our prey is running free when they should be rotting. What is this? Did you take mercy on them? No, not at all. I'd say they were just good enough to evade the full force of my strike. I see. Then this time, let's be sure and leave them corpses. My servant isn't in condition to fight properly, but we have no choice but to defend ourselves. Look for an escape. I'd never win challenging this fierce opponent while my servant is exhausted like this. I need to escape somehow, but... So, I don't remember if we do fight them here or not, but... in a scenario where we had to, I could survive 3 turns against him, I'm pretty sure, to have the Seraph kick us out. I could spam enough items and healing, and frickin' thrice setting sun. I'm facing the harshest of all the masters I've encountered so far. He and his servant are like a pair of hawks who would only revel in swooping down on their fleeing prey. I have to prepare for the worst. Hakano, I'm going to perform a forced withdrawal on you. Accompanying Rin's voice is a blinding light that comes shooting out of my terminal. No sooner than I hear Rin's words does the light expand around me. My vision goes white. All my senses are snuffed out. The bright light forces me to clench my eyes shut as I give my body over to a strong gravitational pull. My virtual body is compressed into a single point and removed from the arena. My consciousness condenses, like 2 dimensions becoming one, and then traveling to a far beyond. In that strange time-space... Damn, his files are flowing in. I hear Rin's voice. I have to cut the connection quickly, or... Huh? Wait, this? Her voice wavers, as if she's so shocked she can hardly speak. No way. His body is missing. She softly mutters a searing truth. Oh no, Saber's gone. Well, no new info today. Day 3. I wonder how long I've been out. The last thing I remember from yesterday is Julius's attack and then being swallowed by light. Still dazed, I move my head some. It appears my motor skills are intact and my body is okay. I'm sore all over, but I'm alive. I sit up and open my eyes. Morning, Hakuno. Good thing you finally woke up. Things got pretty dicey in there. You've been asleep ever since the imposed withdrawal. Checking my portable terminal, I see that a day has passed. Rin ejected me from the arena when Julius attacked. I've been asleep from the shock ever since, I guess. You're lucky he attacked in there. Elsewhere, an imposed withdrawal would have been difficult to perform. Silver lining in a dark cloud, I suppose. That's right. Bought the bypass circuit. Is it in progress? The bypass circuit is providing a satisfactory influx, so I should be able to supply magic. What a relief. It's pure luck that Rin found a way to heal Saber just in time. Okay, can you close your eyes for a second? I wonder why. Still, I do as I'm told. Don't open them until I say. Is it my imagination, or is Rin really close by? Suddenly, there's a soft touch against my lips. Is this another procedure that'll supply my servant with magic? Whew. Alright, calm down, me. Okay, you can open your eyes. My heart is still racing and my body temperature is too high. What am I so nervous about? Rin grumbles to herself. Was there some sort of problem? It's nothing. There's nothing even remotely like a problem occurring at the moment. Just now, I ran a program that interrupts the contractual bond between you and your servant. I should now be able to supply magic to your servant directly from myself. That soft sensation still lingers on my lips. When I look at Rin, she blushes and looks away. I swear you are so dense. Well, everything's in order to supply your servant with magic. I'll perform the treatment, so you just come back to the nurse's office this evening. This isn't right. I can't keep leaving everything up to Rin. If there's anything at all I can do to help. I said I'll do it. It's fine, and considering what I have to do, it'd be even more embarrassing. Leave this one to me and just go putz around in the library or something. And absolutely don't peek inside the nurse's office. Don't peek. She probably doesn't want any distractions while she's working. I should do as she says and wait until the evening. Evening. I wonder how long it's been since Rin took Saber down to the nurse's office. According to the time on my terminal, not all that much time has passed. I wonder if my anxiety comes from being in the middle of a war zone without my closest ally by my side. I guess I'll go to the library and wait around for her to contact me. Or maybe I should just head straight to the nurse's office? So, yeah, we go to the nurse's office here. Well, first, pop a quick save. I forget if we have any special dialogue in the room here. It is empty. Nope, no dialogue. None of Hakuno being broody and sad. Hello, Sakura.
Oh, hello there, Hakuno. As soon as I really showed up, I was unceremoniously shut at the door. I wonder what she's up to. I could get fired, please. How am I supposed to do my job out here?
So sorry. I know that I was told to stay out, but I'm Saber's master. I can't help but be worried. God, what should I do? I better see what's going on. The choice is clear. As a master, the welfare of my servant should always come first. As I put my hand off the door, I feel a slight shock, as if I was plugged into a socket. I crack the door open and peer inside. You know, you're actually kind of cute when you're flustered. Don't say things like that. I mean, this sort of thing, I can't really see anything. What is going on in there? If I open the door a bit more. As I open the door, an incredible fragrance overwhelms my senses. The scent is impossible to define, but it somehow stimulates every fiber of my being. All of a sudden, what could that possibly... What in the... Hakuno, don't tell me you were peeking in. I see flashing lights and my body goes numb as I sink to the floor, my mind totally blank. I must have set off an incredibly powerful trap, but for an instant I saw a naked, slender leg. I told you to stay out. If you peek in again, I swear I'll wipe every last memory of yours. Her anger washed over me like a wave. All I could think about was her leg and other... No, better not to dwell on that. The next time I try to peek will probably end up being fatal. I guess I'll go to kill time in the library instead. Sigh. I put my hand at the door but stopped there. God knows what will happen to me if I get caught. I guess I'll go to kill some time in the library.
Look at the ring getting all flustered and awkward. Isn't she cute? If I were her, I'd do more than...
What in the hell? She definitely doesn't seem like herself right now. She's actually kind of creeping me out, so I think I'll just leave her alone for now. The Tatarian Aster. It symbolizes remembrance. Oh, aren't you facing Kuzuki next? His eyes. No matter how many times I look into them, I never detect even a sliver of emotion. So yeah, I find it just actually comedic how dense Hakuno is with these things. He's just straight to business. Like, oh, my servant's in danger. Oh, kissing is obviously just part of the work and has no other meaning possible. Very funny. Also, are you gonna be mad at us for coming here without a servant? No, I think that's the same as last time. I saw Rin Tosaka earlier. She seemed kind of restless. It was so unlike her. What could she have been up to? Actually, scratch that. I think I know. Interesting. So, yeah, for those of you who haven't played a Fate game before, they were performing a mana transfer ritual. And it's just that, and there is no other thing that they're doing. What pertains a mana transfer ritual is something you can ask your parents when you're older. Leonard seems to fall into my traps and then just walk out of them. I don't know how to handle him. That reminds me, I saw Kuzuki headed for the multimedia room with something key-like in hand. I think it was something like a label badge. We could enter the multimedia room with that. When I went to get supplies from the nurse's office, Tosaka shut me out. What's she doing inside? Yeah, we'll save the library for last.
Was your servant able to fully recover from their injuries? The best way to heal a servant? You idiot, I can't speak of such things in public.
This is the multimedia room. Okay, I guess we'll go to the library. Okay, there we go. Save. Anything on the status? No, status still looks normal. I think I'll prowl the library until I hear from Rin. I'd better make the most of what time still remains. As I comb the bookshelves for more information, the presence of some unseen person distracts me.
Oh, hello.
The source of that voice could only be Leo. I wonder what he wants from me.
I have come to bid you farewell, as I hear your next opponent is my brother.
His brother? Was he talking about Julius?
Oh, you didn't know? He and I are stepbrothers. Of course, that has nothing to do with his participation in the Holy Grail War. His only reason for being here is to protect the next head of the Harway family.
I wonder what he means exactly by bid you farewell.
There's no way you'll win. With that in mind, I wanted to say my farewells before your inevitable demise.
Before your inevitable demise. Damn, the balls on this kid. Our skill levels may be different, but I have no intention of just rolling over and dying.
Some things can't be overcome through strength of will. My brother is simply too skilled for you to defeat.
That may be true, but even you can't predict how our battle will end. There are no absolutes, especially in this world.
Yes, I suppose you are right. There are no guarantees, even for him. I have no arguments to offer.
Leo gives a little nod, as if in appreciation of the limits us mortals face. But I don't think that nod was for me. It was for his brother, Julius.
If heaven sides against my brother, he is not one to fight it. However, that is a discussion for another time. In this case, I believe my brother will be victorious. But should he be defeated then, it would obviously be a result of bad luck, or perhaps he had no luck at all.
How can he be so pragmatic about the possible death of his own brother? Why wouldn't Leo wish for Julius to claim victory?
No, I would never go so low as to wish for victory of any kind. That is not the way of kings. As heartless as this may sound, my brother's victory or defeat would be of no consequence to me. His efforts will all be self-serving. If that effort doesn't benefit his lord, then it has no meaning. More to the point, his victory here will mean nothing, for I will be the sole survivor of this war. Eventually he will die by my hand. Why then would I wish for his success in the preceding rounds? Although, if there is any consolation to be found, it would be in the fact that he will have died for a purpose. My brother will be the foundation on which I will build my rule, from which the masses will benefit greatly.
So this is how Leo sees everything. So these are the true thoughts of one who has been ordained to rule the world.
My business with you has now come to an end, so if you'll excuse me, I must be going. I've been meaning to have a serious conversation with you for quite some time now. As long as you believe that you'll survive until the end, farewells made now would be premature. We will probably meet again, should the chance present itself.
And just as they had when he appeared, the sound of his footsteps managed to convey his regal bearing. I didn't need Leo to point out how much more skilled Julius is at combat than me. However, I have no intention of giving up. After all, I'm not in this alone.
I finished the magic restoration. Saber should be fine now. Come meet me on the first floor.
You know, I was struck by something about your opponent when I passed them in the hall the other day. Your opponent was a lot shorter than I expected. I was surprised. Yeah, in my mind, I always just want to say, oh, it's just a camera angle thing or something like that. But no, Julius is just short. He is short. At least with Leo, he's short because he's young. He's younger than us. I'm pretty sure he's older than Shinji by at least a few years, because Shinji was, I think, 8 years old. But Leo, I'm pretty sure, is around 13 or 14. Whereas we're around, like, 16, 17, 18. High school age. Actual high school age. You're aware that the Seraph is located on the moon, right? Yeah, the moon is in outer space, home to a processor that far surpasses any on Earth. Don't you find that the teeniest bit romantic? I'll leave and then I'll come back in. No. No person. Hakuno, I'm finished. Just like the terminal said, when I reach the first floor, Rin is waiting for me. My servant is behind her. How considerate of you to come get me, Praetor. The situation is now resolved, thanks to Rin. Unlike Saber, who looks refreshed, Rin appears somewhat tired. What's going on here? I wonder if something happened during the magical healing process. Yeesh, she resisted so much and still managed to drain me. Oh, it's nothing. The ceremony went fine, as you can see. She's got fight in her again. Fully recovered, that's good. The nurse's office smells sweet. Maybe I should ask what they did in there for future reference. How boorish. You are too mature to handle the reality of it. Use your imagination if you must. Rin performed beautifully. True, my technique is superior, but you possess a certain natural grace. Hey, Saber, you promised not to say anything about it, didn't you? About what? More and more, I find it difficult to understand exactly what in the world is going on, but... In any case, Hakuno, even though I told you not to be, you still were a peeping Tom. How could I not? I'm a master. I care what happens to my servant. So that's what they call it these days. You're lucky the trap didn't catch you. If you'd gone in, your electronic brain could have exploded. The trap was meant for the enemy, not you. Rin is pretty scary. I'm glad I didn't interrupt her. All's well that ends well, though. Hopefully my servant won't need special treatment again. All that the details remain cloudy for now. I'm just happy the Saber is recovered. The enemy's eyes were malicious during his attack, but softened at the end. He is not all evil. Saber nods, satisfied. Well, I ought to thank her. She looks worn out. Well, whatever. It wasn't too much of an imposition. But I'm a bit tired. I'll rest for the remainder of the day. I thank Rin and say farewell. With a shuffle in her step, she disappears down the hallway. As soon as she leaves, the gravity of our situation returns to me. Julius's servant is strong. There's an overwhelming difference between us. I have to be able to retaliate or I become digital debris. Do not worry, Praetor. I shall not fall prey to the... Do not worry, Praetor. I shall not fall prey to the same trick again. Now that I am well, I will revisit the disgrace I have suffered upon their heads. What a bold assertion from one who just crawled out of their grave. Please no, not the cold rush of death again. By the time my senses revive, Julius has come to confront me. You, such blatant disregard for decorum. I shall repay you with a lesson in humility. I saw through your trick the last time, when you threw the surprise attack at me. Your fist penetrates your enemy's body with a bolt of magic, which disrupts their nerve. It is a secret Chinese technique that combines raw energy with the martial arts. Matrix. Level 2. Enemy servant info obtained.
Yes, splendid! You've seen through my moveset to need no second strike! How marvelous, my opponent! With my fist I will crush you into powder and grind you into the earth! This Yes, joy is a cheap liquor that I drink and drink, but never am sated by it. Right, Julius?
If by joy you mean bloodlust, I have no interest. Be brief about your business.
How about you, my enemy? You must take some joy in bloodshed.
A ridiculous notion. The beauty of fighting lies in chivalry, not in base amusements. Many a disciple will mourn. There is no more wretched a thing than a master becoming an assassin.
You know that in a blow below the belt. It is true, I have very much strayed off my path. The dark side is seductive, as any martial arts instructor knows. Like a snake eating its tail. Death leads to blood leads to death leads to blood.
All this talk of bloodlust. Master, he intends to instigate a fight here. Are you ready? It's unavoidable. If we don't go on the offensive, we'll die here. We'll give it all we've got. Hold. Everyone freezes at Kotomine's single word. Coming from him, that single word holds special weight. Now, I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but fighting on school grounds is prohibited. If you are so eager to kill each other, do it where I won't see you. Otherwise, I have to stop you. If you choose to continue, I will be forced to stop you both with a penalty. What shall it be?
We don't care, do we, Julius?
My interest is waned. Let's go. I don't wish to be saddled with a penalty for ending this weakling.
Fair enough. I too wish to avoid a dull fight.
Julius leaves. His unseen servant follows, apparently. You will save it for the arena as well, I take it. That's the venue to vent your passion. With that said, Kotomine leaves. Well, if nothing else, I'm glad my servant is back to normal. Like Kotomine said, we can go back to exploring the arena. There's no time to stand around. I head off to the arena. And by that, I mean, I save my game. And then I look at the matrix. Keyword, a second strike isn't needed. This was the second name given to one of the strongest practitioners of Kung Fu in Baji Quan history. Considered to be the ultimate master of Baji Quan, it is said that this person was able to take the life of his opponents with a single gentle touch. Sakura!
That is a very valuable.
I guess we can quickly glance at the roof to see if Rin lied and is there. Oh, she is. What's wrong with you? Your servant has recovered completely, so why don't you go to the arena? Oh, but yeah, I believe this also means that Rin will officially be moved back to the roof now for her daily conversations and such. Saber! Excellent work, Praetor. Why are you smiling so? This is nothing to become gleeful about. It was certain in my mind that you would follow through. Therefore, I shall not thank you, either, and the only people who smile so often are either clowns, or couples who kiss each other when one of them leaves the house. I am not so soft to become giddy over the smallest thing. So, I am not happy about this whatsoever, not in the least. Saber's happy, I think. Oh, well, I'm gonna double check for more dialogue, but if there is none, then that should be it for today. Okay, seems like it just repeats. Well then, thank you all for watching, and I hope you join us next time. Have an amazing day in this winter wonderland. Bye-bye!